My name is Roberto Acevedo. I am from Chile, South America, and I'm very happy to be online with you. I wish I could be there, nevertheless, not so easy, as you may understand. Chile is really far, far away from the place where you are, and and there are so many other things which I must take into account. I think I have been given 10 minutes by the organizer. In any case, I would like to start saying that firstly, I would like to acknowledge the organizer of this conference. In the second place, or secondly, I would like to acknowledge everybody which is listening to this very brief and very short introduction to what I'm going to say. And thirdly, I would like to let you know that I have already sent my full chapters for our two presentations. The very first one is the importance of lithium in the Chilean economy. Well, honestly, Chile is a very small country. We are 10 million people, and it is quite clear that we need to do something else. Which means that we need to seduce our students to do a better work than us. And this is what we are trying very, very hard indeed. And I believe that in the very near future, we are going to be successful. Let me share with you the very short presentation, because all the details, technical details and so on, are also already being included in the chapter. Now, what I had to do is to share with you what I have here. Is in a data, and I do believe that I call this conference. Here I am. So the first is lithium, and here I have the presentation of lithium, which is here. I hope that you will be able to look at this properly. What the title of the conference, my dear friends, is the importance of lithium sources in the Chilean economy. The author are Vladimir Muñoz, a very good colleague of us, and De Soto, a former student of mine, and now he's a senior scientist. He's doing a lot of work. And he also in charge of the career of civil engineering, major mining in Chile. Well, mining, as you will see, is a very, very important output we have to have the country moving. Well, abstract, Chile has a small economy based mainly on exploiting metallic and non-metallic resources, as I said. For social and the lack of strong government policies, the country progress, according to the universal standard and indicator, is unsatisfactory. This is really very true. And in all rankings, and we are rather low. We're not doing our work properly. Something is going wrong, and we need to improve this. We as a country need to improve the quality of living of our citizens. This is the main priority, my dear friends, and contribute to the world with good of high quality. The competition is very, very hard indeed, and you know that a lot better than me, I think. Therefore, we need to open our economy and become efficient and competitive, which is not a trivial task. We know the experience of countries such as the United States of America, China, Russia, India, and the European community. Our priority is to learn from them and to develop in the short term a comprehensive strategy to get the right balance between our import and export process of goods. The discussion became relevant to the exploitation of lithium due to the many applications in the productive sector worldwide. Chile export refined lithium and do not just the material without a proper analytical treatment. We believe that our study should be concentrated on several economic and learning issues. This is the very first. Yes, this is the first conference, because the second one is going to be about nanotechnology. Yeah, keywords: lithium, isotopes, physical and chemistry, chemical properties. There are some small details which may be of some help for you. If anyone, at any time, want to get in touch with me, please just do it. I'm a professor at San Sebastian University Mayor, and also University of Chile, which is the major university in our country. And this is my personal email, the ORCID number, which may be of some utility to all of you. Now, what is the lithium root? Lithium is an extremely important mineral. This is not new, as it is the catalytic for the development of mobility and independence of every person on the planet. It is important, and it is essential component in the manufacture of batteries that power electric vehicles, mobile phones, and their derived equipment, and are also required for the manufacture of solar panels in the world. In other words, lithium is increasingly relevant to the functioning of modern life. I'm sorry I'm reading this, although I would like to speak more openly, but well, I had to follow because I have about 10 minutes left. South America had the so-called lithium triangle composed of, in the level of importance, Bolivia, Argentina, and Chile, with roughly 66% of the reserve worldwide, which is quite a lot. So here, you see, we have a point, and we have to do our work properly. And, well, there are many questions about this issue. And for instance, here, why now do you all want to explore lithium? There are several answers for that. There are some references which are relevant to that. And also in the book chapter, there are very, very detailed explanation. Now, when studying the market of lithium batteries, ion lithiums stand out those orientated to be the source of energy of electric vehicles, contributing exponentially to the environmental decontamination by effect of the use of fossil fuels that slowly begin their withdrawal as many sources of energy for the productive sector processes necessary to continue the evolution of civilization. As it is known, in this further advancement in knowledge and technology, although there is still a long way to go for the total phase out of such fuels. This is really, really important, this paragraph. It may not say everything, but it gives you an insight, which I think you may think and understand the point we're trying to make. It is estimated that the market for lithium battery is increasing at a compound annual growth rate of 20%, and this is a lot. And in the coming year, it estimates a market value of about $200 billion to 2027, and so on. The reference is there as well. the logistics of lithium battery, making clear the importance of lithium as an input and battery as a product, in time to refer to the flow of units produced from the manufacturing origin to the final customer. For 2020, the main manufacturer in terms of installed capacity was the South Korean company LG Energy Solution with 81 gigawatt hours of energy stored in marketable units, followed by a Chinese company, CATL and BYD, with installed capacity of 72 gigawatts, and so on, per hour. This is what it says. Panasonic from Japan is in the fourth place with 54 gigawatts per hour of installed capacity. What is the study of lithium battery manufacturing? 2021 odds. Well, there is a very, very good information in this reference. Beginning the origin of lithium battery, Asia Pacific, but it is used globally. The fundamental activity of storage, products, supply cover demand by managing commercial channel and distribution, transport to destination, given the static importance of the product to take care of the management of temperature and humidity. The first is a priority to maintain the stability of the battery in order to avoid an unwanted chemical reaction, and if this is ignited, would generate an effect called thermal leak. Fire, very dangerous and very difficult to extinguish, being complex exposure with water, since chemical reaction by heat can form a toxic alkaline solution and flammable hydrogen. So this is something which chemists and physicists do handle with a lot of care. The logistical process for this battery is sensitive and must be managed with maximum responsibility in order to mitigate the risk indicated and provide this key input to continue with technological development and advances for humanity. Now, the last point is the economy of lithium. It is a mineral for modern life, and it is, I think I have 2 minutes left. It's driver of my technology for communication and environmental friendly transport, as it is essence for electricity storage. Lithium came to stay at least for a while as research continued on the benefit of sodium, many cheap but more unstable. And there is a competition from the academic point of view about a battery based upon lithium and battery based upon sodium. Well, so far, lithium is by far doing a lot better. But we never know. Future, my dear friend, we cannot have a forecast for the future. All we can do, here is just to do more and more research. The beginning of the end of the lithium monopoly, is that true? I don't know, and no one knows. As far as I know from the research done by in progress and done by so many people. Sodium batteries are already equally efficient and also a cheaper and greener business inside the United Kingdom. Well, there is a discussion there, which we need to do something about this. I'm going to do a quantum jump, and Chile is an important worldwide with respect to mineral extraction, but far from being a reference in the design, development, and production of batteries, repeating the same history and fate of what's happening with copper. However, the effort of current government are on the way to obtaining a perhaps more efficient, but there is no talk of generating technological solution that place the country in the benchmark in the development of finished products at higher values. There is a very important quotation here as well. And I will have to jump again. And the last thing I hope that I'm going to talk about is about the extraction of lithium. Chile from the world, a brief analysis. And well, there is something which is simple to understand. There is no uh, complex mathematics. This is very trivial and basic. Nevertheless, it gives some ideas. We have done a more simulation with MATLAB, Mathematica, and other software. And well, we have a lot more a result. For instance, here you will have a comparison table and what is projected. And this is the last point which I'm going to talk. If you look at this, at the production and projection of lithium in metric tons, you will see how this goes. And this is you know, the linear equation which will work out for these purposes. This is own elaboration based on mining economy, TED, Secretary of Mining, Government of Argentina, and so on. But this is the reference. I know, and I'm very much aware that many points are already missing, and perhaps many questions would like the audience to ask. Nevertheless, it is, I think, at least a 5 or 6 minutes over than the time that I was there giving. Well, thank you very much indeed. And we're going to be in touch in the next talk. Bye.